boxes that you can break to get stuff out of them.
Yeah, they're all over the game.
Right. Now they have other boxes that are also wood, but apparently you can't break them. It's kind of strange. You break some boxes, you can't break them all.
Alrighty, let's do this thing. Quiet on the set.
Quiet on the set. You're listening to WRFB Radio Free Britannia, coming to you live from Deltona, Florida, with two idiots misinterpreting the news so you don't have to. Lunch with Laz and Jack.
Greetings, everybody. This is Laz.
And this is Jack. Welcome to another edition of Lunch with Laz and Jack, where we interpret the Shroud of the Avatar news so you don't have to do anything other than question your own personal life choices and ours, because they deserve to be questioned each and every day.
Highly questionable.
No streamer bundles.
Yeah.
For now.
So why did you open that giveaway if you know you don't have any?
I didn't.
You did.
No, I didn't.
It sure looked like it was open. Let me go back and look.
Not that one. I opened the Steam key giveaway because I'm still looking at this. This is not opened at all because that still has yesterday's win from Lomir.
I don't know. Looked like you did.
Nope.
Looked like you did.
Nope. At 11:51, a giveaway for a random Steam key has started. Everyone can join. Type bang the bootay to join. But yes, hey, Steam key giveaways are open because We can. If you're looking over on Laz's side, twitch.tv/NBNN News, bang, I love free shit. Then my side, twitch.tv/Cynicist, it is bang the bootay. If you don't want to wait for a Steam key giveaway and you want a Steam key now, you can always tip either Laz or myself 300 bits. 500 bits or subs gets us to change the programming on either stream, followed by the fun thing if you tip 500 bits or a sub on Laz's side, that gets you in the monthly.
Like Bytor that just did at the intro of the show. 9 months in a row. Thank you, Bytor, for that sub. So we got to ask him.
And Crafty had a silly question on Reddit earlier, or last night, or yesterday.
What questions on Reddit aren't silly?
Well, how does one get their wish list processed by Chris into the list?
You go to the wish list in the forum and type in your wish in the wish list area.
That is it.
That's it.
Go to the forums and do the wish list there.
All right. Bytor says he's all about them nudes. So for everybody on my side at the butt of the hour, since he wants the nudes, I will do a game key giveaway for that sub. And so there'll be one at the butt of the hour, one at the top of the hour on my stream, thanks to Bytor, since he wants the nudes. So today,
the nudes,
like old school, I want to start with a topic from the forums, which I don't quite get the ask because, well, I'll explain why after we read this. This comes from Tirag.
The Koto store available on the web. It would be great to be able to purchase from the Koto store while not being logged into the game.
You can.
My wish is to see store available via the website and synced with the game, so the current hourly sale is available as well. Kotos in your bank could be used to purchase items from the web store. Not only would this generate revenue, but it also allow visibility into wonderful things available on the Koto store to the general public, possibly generating more interest in the game.
I guess it's when you're on your phone and you can't log in. I guess that's probably where he wants it.
No.
That actually,
his first statement,
a problem.
His first statement was, "It'd be great to be able to purchase Kotos from the store while not logged into the game." You can. You can go to the web store and purchase Kotos.
Kotos or Koto store items.
You purchase from the Koto store while not logged into the game. That is the
Koto store, not Kotos. Okay, I see. I see what he's saying. So he wants the old school store back in the game. That makes sense. I was thinking. I knew I was reading something.
Back out of the game.
Yeah. Okay. I knew I was reading something because I'm going from the Koto store. Okay, that's what I missed because I'm going. You can purchase Kotos, outside of the game. You don't have to.
The old school game, but that actually creates a problem.
How does it create a problem? We used to be able to do it, so why shouldn't we still be able to do it?
You remember those lawsuits that we talked about 8-9 months ago into last year, where people were suing companies for selling a pack of something that had, like, if we did something in the store cost 475 Kotos, but the minimum spend that you had to do was 500 Kotos. There's a lawsuit
there was,
in the EU related to that. Yeah,
there was a lawsuit based on the fact that you had to buy X amount of the other currency, even though you wanted to spend less than the amount that you had to buy. Yes, that's understandable. The old school store just allowed you to buy stuff in cash, which if you just
Yes.
wanted to spend $2 on something or $5 or $8 or $12, you could just use cash to purchase those items. And, you didn't have to buy crowns of the obsidian to do that.
Okay.
In which case, if you're buying crowns in the store, what is the least amount that you can buy these days? The least amount is $10 for 750 crowns. So if you wanted to buy something for $2 here, you would still have to spend $10 outside the game to buy $2 inside the game, which again you don't have to do because we
Yes.
have people who sell crowns off their vendor, and you can, so you can just go buy those from a vendor and buy exactly what you want. You don't even have to spend real money. You can use in-game gold. So, okay, that makes a little bit more sense. He just wants the store back.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he wants his store back. Now, I will disagree with the buying things with Kodos. It should be reinstitute the cash shop. Don't use Kodos for that. I mean,
yeah. Why?
and hey, less.
Why did we do that in the first place?
I don't know, but short range needs a hammer.
Ah, let me get it out. Let me get out my big hammer. Bam!
Yes. And Crafty, thanks for taking the chance to get wish list requests from people that may have been banned off the forums. Because, hey, they deserve a voice too. Yes. And the other way is they can always create new forum accounts.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, if they're banned, there's a reason why they're banned, and hence why.
Well, I mean, sometimes, as we know, that is overzealous moderating.
Regardless of whether it was overzealous or not, they were banned. Okay, there's nothing
Yeah,
they can do about it, and
nothing
yeah,
we can do about it.
and if you really want to help those people, then you can take their wish list request and post it under your account, and hence there is your workaround. But people who have been banned from the forums more likely than not are banned from the game. I don't know many people who have been
Yeah,
banned from the forums who still have access to the game. Most of the times they get both, with the exception of some people like Steve who are moderated. So they have to wait
yeah,
for a moderator to actually approve their posts, but that's another whole ball
yeah.
of wax.
Okay,
That is
yeah,
another whole ball of wax. So,
yes.
but anyway, are we ready for today's updates?
Oh, yes, because back to the lot of them. Although I don't know if you saw that message I linked you yesterday, that screenshot.
I did. I was actually trying to go see the whole conversation, but I got tired of looking for it. So,
Yeah, yeah,
as I definitely agree with Chris on that one.
yeah, yeah. It is fun stuff.
Yeah, well,
Okay,
we know that
Will.
person, and they're yeah.
Well, I mean, you'll never make anybody happy all the time.
Yeah, well,
We are.
what's the word I'm looking for? The entitlement these days, yeah. I don't know. It is what it is.
Hey, we're all entitled. We're all special. Some of us have Ed after that, but yes, uh, you are special. That's right. Yes, you
Special.
are. Yes. Okay, so today 76 items have been done so far. Zone maps are readable again. 93 of the 316 had been loading at their smallest size since October 1st and never sharpening. Tenebrous Harbor was worst of all. The emote, bard, and catchphrase bars take any grid shape you pick. 12 slots go 1 by 12, 2 by 6, 3 by 4, 4 by 3, 6 by 2, or 12 by 1.
Isn't 12
And the
by
frame
1 and 1
stops.
by 12 the same?
Same as 3 by 4 and 4 by 3.
Yeah.
And the frame stops leaving a band of bare plate around the buttons. And the fun part is that's just rotation. How do you turn a 3 by 4 into 4 by 3? Rotate.
Rotate it.
Yes.
Yeah, Steve, I know you've been busy, and if you look at the forums, I think all your recent posts had been approved.
Yeah.
There's just a whole stretch of Steve Cesarias on the forums today. So,
Yes.
Nice. They are pretty quick to authorize them, I must admit.
Yeah. Ambient occlusion is back in the client. It had never run outside the editor, so every downloadable build since the lighting overhaul rendered without contact shading.
ooh,
Is that also in the game? So let's go check our game settings and go to video and go find ambient occlusion. Well, GPU occlusion. I don't see a difference. That may.
I see nothing. Yeah, when we check GPU, but that's not ambient.
Yeah, I mean that's the only occlusion setting that I see.
Yeah.
Aha. Yes. So ambient or GPU occlusion in the game settings or ambient occlusion may not actually work in the game and only have ever worked in the editor. Okay. Quitting the game closes it in about 2 seconds now. The Windows client had been waiting out a 26-second engine teardown on every exit. It ends its own process. Instead, the dialog answers the confirm immediately, and a second F4. Alt F4 means yes. Although I don't know many people that Alt F4 out of the game, but yes.
Alt F4?
Yes. Alt F4 for free porn.
Or the switch on your computer you get flip off.
If you ever played Counter-Strike back in the day, Alt F4 for free porn.
I always thought Alt F4 was a shutdown command
It is.
for the whole
But
PC.
you'd say that, but no. Alt F4 just closes the active window.
Oh.
It's the closed program shortcut. Yes, counter-terrorists win. The first real town siege fight exposed why killing the Kabbalists did not free the town. The server was refusing every siege kill, fixed along with the empty rings. The boss who would not walk and the boss who would not stay dead.
Oh, fun stuff.
Dun, dun, dun. Town siege getting fixed. The morning crash log triage turns straight into fixes. The scene server error loop that fired every 30 seconds and analytic startup crash loop are both fixed with the next build. 2-player dungeon navigation holes closed. Spawners no longer place before the nav mesh loads, and the blue marble stairs hall got the baked navigation it never had.
Nice.
Oh, yes. I do miss VIP missions. Those were actually entertaining. Chaos runs the real thing now, the full live account database. 412, 875 login strong, restored onto the Chaos Shard. Live players get in with their live password.
I wonder if
Wait,
we had
hold on.
anything to do with that.
Where is the download for the Chaos Agent? Is it under resources? No.
No, I think you need a private
Where
link
to
for that
down-
one.
Yeah, which we do not have.
Yet.
Achievements now credit the past. The emote counter counts what you already learned, and the 11 story quest achievements unlock for final quests finished years ago or decades ago for some of us. The combat balance audit ran again for the first time since July. Water landed inside the target band. Subterfuge overshot it by 40%. And Chaos shed the evaluator bug that made it look like the biggest outlier in the game. What about the other schools? Tamed pets stay out again. Every save a taming necklace makes has been refused by the server since build 130. So the pet dismissed itself 12 seconds after each summon. Wow. Chaos Shard really hates tamers. And window resize works from all four corners instead of just the one.
Very nice.
Yes. Okay, let's see. From the community section, the forum sweep filled a wish list request for NPC merchants to sell ore in offline mode. So offline only players have a gold sink and a way to buy, or the way online players buy it from each other. Yes.
Very nice.
Yes.
That was an interesting wish list. There's a
Set
lot.
met to 200 and just farm loads.
What's that?
Yeah.
Or set meticulous collection to 200 and farm loads. I mean, it double drops anyway.
Yeah, well, I mean, you can just get the editor and go in there and edit, 9999999 of everything, and
Yeah. So
or you could go in and actually edit the nodes themselves, and every time you farm one node, you get 99999 of everything
Thing
just
is-
for farming a single node. You can do that in the editor, I believe.
I don't actually mine offline. I get so much ore drop as loot.
Really, I really never play offline, so I really couldn't tell you.
Yeah, I don't really mine. The only time I've done a bit of mining was to get a bit of silver to train some skills up, but it drops plenty as ore in as loot.
I was really surprised when I looked at the resource atlas. That where was it? Resources. Yeah. Was it silver veins?
Out in Vikland having the most?
Yeah, Vikland actually having the most silver. Whereas Hilt was always my go-to, or Elysium. Vikland actually outpaces that by more than double the amount of silver available, which is like, holy crap.
Yeah, Laz,
yes.
How big is Vikland compared to the other areas? I mean, if you've got,
I have no idea because I've never been there, because it's episode 2 content, and I refuse to go out and do any episode 2 content till episode 2 is released. So I couldn't tell you how big it is.
Listen a sec. If Vikland is 4 times the size of the place that's got half as many nodes, then those half as many nodes are going to be a lot closer together.
And then I'm going to give you our standard answer. All scenes are 1 kilometer by 1 kilometer by 1 kilometer by 1 kilometer. All scenes. So Vikland shouldn't be any bigger than any other zone.
Jutland don't look like that.
I'm sorry?
Grund or whatever it's called doesn't look like that. I mean, you
Well,
run for ages across that one. Where
I
the frost giant
understand
is.
that, but in all reality, all scenes are 1K by 1K by 1K by 1K. But
Yeah,
anyway,
but how high are they?
as high as you want them to be.
Yep.
Yeah, well, the catch being is, and I know somebody's going to say this, so I'll beat you to it. While the zones themselves are 1K by 1K each squared, they don't all use up that in territory. But, it is what it is. Anyway, moving right along. You want to do some content and some maps here since we're here and we've got plenty of time? And
Let
then
us
we're
go.
gonna stop and go over to Squirrel because Squirrel's got some new stuff. You want to do that first and then come back to this?
Let's squirrel.
Squirrel, where? Who? What?
We're squirreling.
Okay, you have to go down to the nepotism contest because nepotism at its best for Chris. And this is cool. I'm not going to argue. I'm not going to argue this one because this one's really freaking cool.
Full disclosure up front, my daughter made a game. It's called Corporate Ladder. It runs in your browser, and I would like her player numbers to go up. Because I am a game director and I am a dad, and specifically a dad with access to a large audience. Am I leveraging a community that trusts me in order to make my kid's day? Absolutely. Openly. The game is about clawing your way up over the bodies of your coworkers, so I'm calling this a themed promotion. The game itself, the ladder scroll down, the rungs break under you, and everyone is tie, and the last climber standing wins. There are fireballs, homing robots, bombs, and an HR department that holds votes about which of you gets blackmailed next. I have lost to it more times than I am willing to put in writing on a page my players read. The contest tomorrow, Friday, August 15th at noon Central.
We're behind on this. Sorry, folks.
We're a little behind. I am reading the world leaderboard, and 2 new players are winning prizes. One goes to the most wins by a new player, the other to the longest survival by a new player. New player means your name was not on that board before this post went up. I saved a copy of the board before writing it, so please do not make me use it. Also, a warning that matters. Rounds played as a guest report nothing, so claim a name in the game or your greatness never happened. Each winner picks one prize, a t-shirt, a guaranteed tester spot on the Chaos Shard. Let's be honest about these. The shirt costs me actual money and arrives at your actual house. The tester spot is convincing you that finding my bugs for free is an honor. One of these prizes is an object and the other one is chores. And I know exactly which one you're all going to fight over. And that is the most flattering of this community. Winners get announced right here on this card, so claim yours in the discussion below with your climber name. My daughter does not read this message, which means she is about to have a very mysterious, excellent Friday. Whoopsies.
Yes. And yeah, Sethanon and Knight Rider are the 2 people who commented there. And then one climber took the whole building. First off, we should actually show the game because if you haven't actually checked this out, this is a pretty cute little game. And it's almost like oops, I died.
How many opponents did you do?
I just did the 2.
What? Oh, I went off the top.
Yeah, you can go too high. and you die for going too high. Oops.
Sorry, what is this again?
The game on the squirrel page.
I don't know how to shoot things, but
I don't know if you can. Yeah, I haven't read that. All I know how to do is jump and move side to side, which is all I've needed.
bum, 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 bum.
Try the
So,
fire button, Jack.
The what?
Try the fire button.
now there's a thing with the controls. Move left is
I'm just
A,
pissing about.
move right is D, jump is space, crouch or drop through is S, shield is left shift, use item is E, and escape quit to menu. But cute little game, and
I'm still on my first or second life.
Yeah, is huge props to Maxine for actually making this, and it's a cute little, and it is a little addicting if you get caught up in it. Where am I? Where is Squirrel?
Those are all games. All good games, that is.
Dun, 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 dun. Oh,
I gotta go
Bought
back
one.
up here.
damn. Oh man, I almost made it to the end.
All right, back to
Okay,
one climber
other
took the whole
squirrel.
building.
One climber took the whole building. Results are in from the contest, and I have to report a design flaw in my own prize table. I set up 2 awards for 2 different people. Most wins by a new player went to Simagarian. The longest survival by a new player also went to Simagarian. I read the board a second time, hoping the other column would say a different name, and it did not. Congratulations, and thank you for making my accounting somebody else's problem. Then it got worse for me. Simagarian turned down the t-shirt, passed on the object that cost me money, and was up at your actual house, and asked for the tester spot instead because the goal was to play. I wrote a whole paragraph last week about how one of these prizes is an object and the other one is chores. I said I knew exactly which one you all would fight over. I was being funny. Nobody told the winner. So I had a prize with nowhere to go, which is the best prize this contest could have handed me. Wish Dragon and Mondravius to put real names on the board instead of quietly disappearing into guest rounds, and both are guaranteed getting a tester spot on the Chaos Shard as well. 3 winners out of a 2-winner contest. Claim yours in the discussion below. Now the part action. Several of you told me that her game was strangely addictive, and a few of you filled in the feedback form with real notes on improve. She read everyone there. She is at her computer coding those changes in. I write this. Okay. I've spent years explaining to people why player feedback is reflecting, and I have never made that case half as well as a stranger on the internet. The game kept them up too late. Thank you from the dad half of the operation. Okay. Yes. And this page owes you a squirrel joke, and today it owes you a themed one. A squirrel gets called into a performance. Yeah, we'll see that. No bad jokes. We have Lomir for that.
Yes, we do. We have our own bad joke person.
Yes. And final squirrel of the day. Somebody out there is doing weather now. A video went around this week of a player on the Chaos Shard fighting with lightning, and I want to be honest about the scale of what I watched. Thor looks like a kid shuffling across the carpet in wool socks waiting to zap his sister. That was not that. That was a municipal utility. Here is the embarrassing part. Almost none of it came from a buff. It came from bug fixes. Discharge was supposed to strip air resistance for 30 seconds and had been giving up after about 2. So for years, every bolt that followed it was landing against resistance that should have already been gone. Fix that one line and the whole school stands up. Which brings me to this confession. Shroud math is Shroud math. In the old days, when a skill did not do what the design said, we did not always fix the skill. We turned knobs
No.
until the number on the screen looked right. 10 years of that leaves you with every dial at 11 and a stack of bugs quietly holding them there. Then the tracker gave up 115 bugs in overnight pass. The props came out and the dials are still at 11. So yes, I am fixing it. And no, none of this surprises me. I also have the elves rereading every fix from the last 2 days, hunting for the other spots where the crutch came out and the number never came down. Shroud math was a shroud mathing.
Mm-hmm.
If your build suddenly feels illegal, enjoy the week and then tell me about it, because I am reading the reports and the 11 is coming off the dial.
And no discussions on that. No
Yes,
discussions on that.
yeah.
All right. So back over to the work log. But first, a game key was promised, and a game key you all shall have. So let me go over here and close that giveaway. Pick ourselves a winner. And Tina O'Neill, you're going to get a copy of, if this wasn't a Muppet title, if I ever heard one, Bears in Space. Bears in Space.
Is it Fozzie?
They're
I
searching
don't
for the
know.
pigs.
It's not
Going
Fozzie.
out to Tina. Bears in Space going out to Tina O'Neill, reopening the giveaway, and that is a $20 game going to Tina. So I hope you enjoy that, my friend.
Yeah. Muppets had pigs in space.
Pigs in
Bears in
Space,
Space, also a
yes.
Muppet name. And that could have been Fozzie the Bear as the
It
lead
might have
Muppet on
been.
that one.
Let me do a search.
Are we Googling Bears in Space?
Muppets Bears in Space, yes.
Might be that you have to go look for the pigs because the pigs got lost.
Oh, it's Bobo the Bear.
And Fozzie. Fozzie and Bobo play security guards for a secret Covenant facility. The title may also blend memories of the film with pigs in space. Yeah, so.
Hey, at least I got the Fozzie part there.
Something like that was done. All right, anyway, moving
Something.
right along.
Okay. Where are we going to on the
Content,
are we
right
going
there
to
where we.
content? Content. Wrote up where the imbued gem socketed recipes come from in the alchemy recipe catalog. No NPC sells the 4 imbued gem or jewel socketed enchant recipes for armor, jewelry, and 1 or 2-handed weapons. They only drop from the Obsidian Panopticon and Mistrender for Watch Commander and the 2-key Tier 12 and Tier 15 chests. The non-imbued versions are still sold by the intermediate alchemy shopkeepers in the usual crafting cities, requested by Necronut. The Well of Aldor's moving platform wheel switches now wait for the interact key, so brushing past one no longer starts the platform. Alien plants and shard falls no longer look blurry up close. Their textures were being downsized to a quarter of their real resolution on import, while the paired normal maps stayed at full size. So maps read as pixel blocks with seams where tiles met, and fix the import caps. The plants now show as much detail as the bumps do. 2 dead elves in the Blood River Massacre tutorial had been a bit too far in the last pass, and their heads were clipping through the ground. Both bodies are now raised up way back, so they sit flat on the dirt without floating. And the pattern on the summoned water elemental arm ribbons now flows in step with the pattern of its torso ribbon. Before this pass, the arm ribbons were visible but frozen, while the animated, and wild water elementals still carry no ribbons at all. Flowing binding remains a mark of being bound to a site. Yay. Okay.
All right. And maps. Who wants to talk about maps?
I do.
Zone maps opened and blurry in 93 of 316 zones and never sharpened. However, so far you zoomed in. A texture change on August 1st put those maps into a system that loads big textures, small, and raises the detail when something asks for it. And a map picture never asks, so they sat at their smallest size permanently. Tenebrous Harbor was the clearest case. Its map drawn harbor plan with piers and the 3 sunken ships. And players got a green blur. All 93 are back at full resolution, along with 94 images caught by the same change. And auditing the rest of the texture change, 2 more pictures belong loading small for the same reason. A disco ball light effect in one item fixed in the same pass. Of the nearly 4,000 other files it touched, about 3,000, or a little over 3,000, are used at ordinary 3D surfaces, and 51 are unused art, and the remaining 29 were checked out at a time. A test now fails if a zone map is ever put back into that system. Then yeah, I bet that map doesn't do anything for me.
Yeah,
Harbor map.
it just looks like Tenebrous Harbor. Let's see. Catchphrases. Let's go down to catchphrase.
Fixed the tile caption that read, "For the love of God, I thought it." That was not the tile clipping the text. The catchphrases window cut the stored short name dead at 32 characters with no ellipses when the phrase was made. It's clamped now properly now, and the budget dropped from 40 characters to 30, which is what 4 wrap lines at that text side actually hold. The full phrase is on the tooltip. I thought, tuh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
What else is interesting in here?
Where sieges.
Okay, sieges and dungeons.
Yeah. Or we could go talk about the proposals.
Hey, Jack,
Hey, Lomir.
is your butte open?
Wouldn't you like to know?
No, it doesn't bother me at
I
all.
mean, $20 is $20. So pay up or shut up.
Design proposals. Which design proposal would you like?
Well, we've got lots of them.
Oh, we should go down to the very bottom of that page.
Yes.
And click on the link. Every proposal newest first.
Newest first, yes.
And then we should go down to the bottom of that page, because this is how we can keep track. Did we do armor, or were we on weapons?
We did the armor. We have not done the weapons.
Okay, so we should be doing the weapons deep dive with 13 proposals.
Yes.
24 weapons.
Okay.
And then we're going to pass all the gobbledygook and summaries and all that stuff, and what a weapon is, and what the audit was. And if you're interested in all that, you can.
Oh, so much more details.
Yeah. The 13 proposals.
Yes. Exceptional, worth wanting. The critical craft is the best moment a smith has, and its entire reward is that the weapon 2.5% slower. Grow the pool from 1 entry to a small ant-authored ladder. a damage grade, a critical grade, a durability grade, a maker's flourish. Wire the Grandmaster flag that's been passed in the role and ignored since launch. So Grandmaster recipes draw from a distinct list. 4 already finished exceptional assets get homes in the same pass.
Yeah, do me a favor, will you?
What?
Go into your Discord. You can go into your
I am in my
settings
Discord. Okay.
and go to voice and video
Okay.
and go down to automatically adjust sensitivity.
Uh-huh.
Is that checked?
It was.
Uncheck it.
What were you catching?
You keep clipping, and I believe this is what the problem is. No matter what you just
that is always a possibility.
and I want you now just to talk into the microphone for a second, and then
yeah.
lower that to
Shut
make
your-
sure you're well below that range, so
Shut
that you
your
stop clipping.
hole. It's not a problem on my stream, only a problem on your stream.
Well,
How
it's a
many
problem
times have I
coming
heard
through.
you use that excuse for bullshit? It doesn't. The only stream that matters is mine.
Yeah,
That's true. Only one that matters is mine.
and you have been clipped once now, and all that's saying.
Well, I mean, you're gonna hear me fart sooner or later because the sensitivity is way lower. So if you'll catch that.
Yeah, it's okay.
Then
Howard made that famous.
I fart man, and
Just
there
farting
were
in the
people that
mic.
did
Yeah.
that. There were people that there was actually a guy that was given a noble. There was an entire profession of farting on stage
Oh yeah.
beforehand, and this guy was given an annual stipend from some lord for doing farts. The last one I remember is the guy that would do the Howard Stern show and
Mr. Methane.
the baby powder on his ass and
Yeah, Mr. Methane.
Yeah, Mr. Methane. Yeah. But there were people that hundreds of years ago that received a lot more money.
And yeah, the reason why it
gyms
doesn't clip
that-
on your side is because your mic goes directly out to the stream. It doesn't go through Discord.
I'm aware.
Smart ass.
I'm aware that there's a lot of settings that you could tweak on your own system that would actually make things better.
Well, not that
you
one.
are unwilling to do as well. But hey, I'll turn off that voice sensitivity just for you.
What a
Because now
guy.
you're gonna hear me tapping on my desk and doing everything else. Gems that matter on bows, crossbows, and shields. Author the 9 missing elemental groups for ranged weapons and shields, so an archer's fire gem does something an archer's water gem does not. Roughly 18 new groups and 40 to 50 effect rows. Following the weapon melee template. Over proc plus stat per element. This is one of the largest content holes on the page. Right now, a third of the weapon classes in the game treat the entire gym system as decoration.
Shroud math.
Yeah, Shroud math.
Great job
Not
there.
You mean I could have been more powerful?
Yeah. Great job there, Algarian. Great job.
Chris is sitting there saying, I give you guys pages of content and tune in to hear us talking about farts. Don't make me go Google search the guy that was given a massive stampede by a king of England or something like that.
Chris, you know how you have a page called Squirrel? We squirrel from time to time, and that you just happened to catch us while we were squirreling. We actually call it derailing the train, but that's besides the point. But how are you today, Chris?
Yes. Archery
Yes,
chance on
we
archery
also
weapons.
demoed your daughter's game today, live on stream.
Yes.
I'm sorry we didn't get to it
I
earlier.
lasted longer than Laz did.
So he
A lot
says.
longer than the last. Yes.
So he says. That's what she said.
Yeah. Archery enchants on archery weapons. Ice arrow power and obsidian arrow strength power are assigned to one-handed blades, one-handed bludgeons, and one-handed polearms and wands. Moved them to ranged and gave them melee groups melee ability equivalents from the effects that already exist. There's a data placement fix and it rides the same export as W2 at no extra cost. Dun, dun, dun.
I don't know if
Okay.
I like this next one.
Bows and crossbows apart. One enhancement covers both, so a crossbow can never enchant differently from a longbow, no matter how differently they are meant to play. Add the two values, retag the three archetypes, split the pools. Why
Yeah,
is this
okay.
all about bows? Why don't we have pointy slashy? Pokey slashy.
Because we're 1 through 7.
I know. Yes, but definitely bows and crossbows should definitely be different because they are completely different mechanics. Masterwork pool parity. Wands and staves have 7 masterwork options each. One-handed bludgeons of 18. Bring the thin pools up and use the 2 universal weapon arrays that shipped empty as a floor every weapon type inherits, so the next weapon type does not start at 0. Sure. Yeah, and hold on. I have to respond to this. Read the next one last while I'm responding to this message.
The unique component tier. 48 unique weapon components ship with their bonus fully authored, and no recipe makes any of them. Ooh, that's not good. Keen, slender, assassin, bandit, executioner, savage, sturdy, heavy, dragon, and the rest are sitting in the build waiting for a door. Add recipes at a high difficulty band behind the rarer stock, and the weapon category stops being flavored text. A dagger blade can be keen, and a longsword blade cannot. Very interesting.
And I like the image down there that a keen dagger blade would add plus 10% to critical and plus 3 weapon damage. So then you really start getting a variety of damage.
Yeah, and
Specializations.
a better insight as to what the weapon is actually doing as well, which is nice.
Absolutely.
Yeah, which is nice.
That one's definitely a vote up.
Yeah, let's give that another upvote. Here we go.
Yes. Weapons that wear differently. There is a live per weapon divider on durability damage. Read every time a weapon takes wear, and it is set to exactly 1 on all 24 craftable archetypes. Author it. A dagger wears fast, a warhammer wears slow, an obsidian blade holds an edge. 24 fields edits and no code at all on a system where durability is the scarcest resource in the game. Yes. Because I'm a fan of gear wearing out. Because
the durability of weapons and armor supposedly deteriorating and having to replace them hasn't actually gone the way it was supposed to originally, and I would look forward to seeing that actually being more prominent in the game. That would really refresh the crafting economy for weapons and gear makers
armor
across the board.
Then, you do have to fix the RNG elements related to certain things, but part of that is actually parts of that are actually done with the unique component tier of different types of weapons. So you're really getting the stats you really want with that
Chris
critical.
asks, which of the tier ones do you think is most important? I don't understand the context. And of course, Knight Rider is, no, don't nerf my armor.
Yes, nerf it all.
Are you talking about tier ones? Are you talking about here 1 through 7 tier ones? Is that what you're referring to? Because the next one is tier 2. Oh yeah. So he's asking about these 1 through 7 are the tier ones. Which ones do we think are most important?
I
Well,
think the unique
the ones
component
we
tier,
upvoted.
W6,
Yeah.
W6, and W3.
What was 3?
Well, I
yeah.
mean, I upvoted like 5 of
Did I
them
upvote that?
out of that
Okay.
7. Yeah.
Yeah, I've only upvoted I just upvoted the archery and chance on weapons, so that got one, and yeah, I gotta agree with you on that then. 6 and 3
Yeah.
definitely, if you're gonna get that, and then we're now getting
Implement
to
them. Yeah.
tier 2.
Yeah. There are several that should be done, but yes. Tier 2 require a little bit more effort. Honest damage numbers. The tool tip prints 1/2 to 1.5 times base damage. The game rolls 3/4 to 1 1/4. Print the band the game actually rolls, and the print mean 2 constants. Yes, I would love to know what actually I'm going to be doing when I hit something. Move the math away
TikTok.
from the backside. Yes.
3 minutes.
Throughput readout. Charge time varies from 5 ticks on a longsword to 8 on a longbow, and it is affected by the attack speed effects a crafter can roll and has never been displayed anywhere. Add 1 line, time to full charge, and the damage a full charge swing does. It is the only number that lets players compare 2 weapons honestly.
I like that. I like that. That's an upvote.
Comparison delta already places a hovered weapon besides up to 2 equipped ones, including the dual wield case, and does no arithmetic at all. Add the subtraction damage. Yes, this way you can tell which stats are better or worse whenever you're looking at things. And you actually have a visual indicator. This is a good one. This is what
absolutely.
I see in other games.
Visuals. That's right. Shroud Math, trademark. You owe us $0.25.
Yes. Weapon provenance. The smith's name is already stamped on every non-stacking craft, and the proficiency each individual effect was rolled at is already stored with that effect. Almost nothing else in the genre stores that second thing. Surface both properly. Who made it, how good they were when they made it, the engraving, the pattern. And then add that lookup that lets the buyer see a smith's body of work, which is what turns the name into a brand. Yeah, I'm on the fence about that one.
Yeah, I mean, is that indicating that
I really
you'll be able to actually look up other weapons that person made? I mean,
yeah. See, I really don't care who made something. I don't really pay attention to that stuff. But yes, brand is important.
I find it an interesting point too, especially when I was looking at bone armor initially. When I realized who could craft better bone armor than the next guy, that's the guy I usually went to seek out. So, if I couldn't find that player in game, I could look for their name on the purchase list, and know that I was getting quality products. All right, tier 4. Let's try and knock this out. Do we have? We got these 2 left.
Tier 4.
Weapon affinity.
Tier 4 directional. Weapon affinity. The episode 2 promise still absent. And the only mechanic here that would make a specific weapon matter rather than a weapon archetype. A weapon accrues affinity with the character carrying it through use, unlocking a small track that differs by weapon category stored on the item. It is a natural home for the 22 categories that currently branch nothing. And it's the only proposal on this page that gives a crafted weapon a reason to be repaired rather than replaced.
Mm-hmm. I'll give that an upvote.
Only if that weapon is only used to slaughter that one while you're counting up that affinity. But still,
Well,
it's
again, are you going to have a different one for skeletons, a
Yeah.
different one for kobolds, a different one for dragons? That's a
Yeah,
lot
I
of
mean-
That's a lot of weapon carrying. But anyway,
because
let's get this last one out.
every scene has 3 types of mobs. That was the standard. But yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you're going
the
to go to Deep
crafted
Ravenswood and change your
artifact-
weapon every 5 feet. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Dead
Good
Slayer
point.
versus the Bear Killer. The crafted to 80 artifact weapons ship with their own rarity ladder, their own upgrade currency, and their own repair rules, and no crafted weapon can enter that ladder at any skill. W4 prices the gap. A legendary one-hander beats a fully masterwork crafted longsword before either is enhanced. The sketch is a top-tier crafting path that consumes artifact upgrade currency and a fully enhanced crafted weapon to produce a crafted artifact, joining the ladders instead of leaving one permanently capped below the other. Does that mean taking
Well, at this point in time,
128 common swords to make 16 rare?
yeah, at this point, the down votes beat the
Yeah.
up votes 5-4 at this point. So I'm
Yeah.
gonna pass at this moment on this one and go back and read it again. But we gotta go ahead and wrap things up and pull our final giveaway of the day. So we're gonna be pulling them game keys and closing out the giveaway. And
Yes.
Lomir is gonna get my game key, or he's gonna wind up giving it up to
Getting
somebody
both.
else.
Both.
His charge
So-
is logged out of the game, so I don't know if he's still about.
Well,
What's the name of the
Donsbury days. What? Lemire?
What's the name of the game?
You're gonna get a
Donsbury
copy.
days is going to
of-
yours.
Fortress Craft Evolved, worth $13 on my side. Do you want it, or you want to give it to somebody else?
I'll go to somebody else.
All right, somebody else is going to get
Do you
mine,
want Donsbury days or give it away as well?
and Jigoku is going to get that $13 game.
What was that, Jack?
Donsbury days. It's kind of like D&D.
Send it to me and I'll look at it.
And there you go, the lovely
By
Jigoku.
looking at it, it is yours.
Alrighty, and we will be back with more tomorrow, right here on NBNN. Till then,
Yes.
I'm Laz.
I'm Jack.
I'm Logan.
And I'm Steve.
And this is NBNN. Have a great day, everybody. Thanks, Chris, for more insight, and we'll see you all tomorrow.
Bye-bye.